Hey guys, how's it going? I figured I would do another one of these reviews, and the next one I wanted to do was End of Watch. I watched this uh, a couple days ago. Shit, when was that? Maybe about a week ago now, but it's still pretty fresh in my head. For those who don't know, it's about these two characters, Jake Gyllenhaal and Michael Pena. And Jake Gyllenhaal's character is taking a class, like a filmmaking class at like a community college or something like that. It's not explained that much besides the first couple minutes of the movie, but he's kind of filming his life as a L.A. Cop, I guess, in a district whose name I don't remember. It's apparently a really difficult district of L.A. and like District 13 or something like that. I forget, but that doesn't matter. But he basically says quickly in the beginning that he's doing this to document, what it's like to work in the LA police force and working. It looked like they worked the day shift and evening shift. I wasn't sure. I'm assuming cops trade off sometimes. I know they work that long hours and then have a couple days off. But anyway, I thought this is a movie that when I first heard about it and I saw previews for it, I wasn't really that interested in it. Like cop movies, I feel like, cop movies have been done to death, like ad nauseum. Just kind of like gangster movies, actually. One of the reasons I didn't really get into Gangster Squad because I felt like so generic. But this, I thought, because of that camera styling that was basically handheld cameras or like dash-mounted cameras the whole time, it gave new life to it, I suppose. It was an interesting concept to do it that way. And for the most part, I enjoyed it. I thought it was a decent movie. It was very well acted. I thought Jake Gyllenhaal was great. Jake Gyllenhaal is an actor who I'm kind of hot and cold on sometimes. I feel like he kind of plays the same type of person in his movies, but he's still not a bad actor. He's a good actor. And Michael Pena, he's been in a lot of movies, bit characters, semi-important characters. He's not starring exactly, but he's co-starring in this movie. He's an important character. He's their partner, and they're like brothers. The whole concept, because they're partners, and so they drive around together, busting bad guys, that type of thing. But for the most part, I mean, the concept was interesting. Like like I said, that he's got this camera with him, and they take footage of things that they're doing. And at first, it's kind of like just regular stops and things like that. But then there's this. They kind of end up being in the right place all the time. They end up catching guys left and right, and finding things, and like they end up like getting pretty popular in the area because they're not because of the cameras, but because of them taking down bad guys, like just being in the area, and they get the attention of like drug cartel people from Mexico because they're so close. And there's the people they're taking down work with the drug cartel. Blah 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 blah. I don't want to get too much in the plot because I actually was glad I didn't know some stuff when I was watching it. So that's the premise. They're getting the attention of people who are big bad news down in Mexico, but. End of watch is a term too that I didn't know what that meant either, but end of watch would be like the end of their shift or something, from what I understood from the movie. And shit, I wish I remembered more about it. But like I said, I don't want to talk too much about it. I enjoyed it. It was well acted. It was well paced. I think it's 2 hours long. It didn't feel too long when I was watching it. Does that say an hour and 50 minutes? So yeah, about 2 hours, almost 2 hours. It was well paced. There's a storyline about him dating someone in the movie, an actor. I actually don't want to say who it is because it was a surprise to me. I didn't expect this actress to be in it, and so he's kind of dating her, meeting two people. He ends up meeting her, and they date for a while. He's married, and I believe his wife is pregnant, and he is obviously Spanish, and he's got a big Spanish family, and they all know each other, and he's just a white guy. And the concept, that it was an interesting dynamic, I guess is what I'm trying to say. That it was interesting to see that portrayal of the. It was like a cop drama, but it wasn't the regular old you know, I don't know how to say it, like an NYPD Blue kind of a, I don't know. I've been so burnt out on cop shows and dramas that I was not interested in this movie, but when it was on sale, I ended up buying it and just watching it, and like I said, I liked it. And probably mainly because of the performances from the two leads. The story was good, but it wasn't necessarily anything, you know, groundbreaking. There's a lot of, because of the nature of it, where it's handheld and it's supposed to be like an off the cuff type of thing, like it's not supposed to be like it's scripted. There's a lot of cussing in this movie. I noticed. I mean, I eventually I started trying to count it, but they probably said the F word a couple hundred times in this movie. Not just the two characters, but you know, the gang members and people that are causing mayhem. And yeah, I mean, like I said, for the movie, it was very good. It was well executed. The ending was good. A little surprising, I suppose. It ended differently than I thought it would end, but it ended also sort of how I kind of foresaw it ending. But I liked it. I would watch it again, and I recommend it. And as for the Blu-ray itself, the picture quality I thought was pretty good. Like I said, half the movie it's dark, it's nighttime a lot, and I could see just fine. It wasn't too grainy or washed out, and yeah, the picture looked good. And as for like the special features, I looked at some of the deleted scenes, and you know, they're deleted scenes. Most of the time, you know, they didn't add them because they weren't necessary or they were already reiterated, and that's mainly what this is about. Let's see, the behind the scenes featurette. Honestly, it was kind of a paint by numbers behind the scenes stuff. Like Universal produced stuff, so nothing terribly spectacular, like, or in depth. Just, you know, little 5-minute snippets here and there. And the commentary, I only listened to just a minute of it. It sounded like it could be informative, but I didn't get into it that much. I don't listen to commentaries very often. It's usually after I've long watched a movie a couple times and I want to get a different perspective on it. But overall, I would give the movie itself a let's just give it like a 7.5 out of 10. And then Blu-ray itself, I'd probably give about a 7 for presentation. It has a slipcover. It's Universal. Their Universal Blu-rays are usually pretty decent, in my experience anyway. But that's it, guys. Like I said, I thought it was pretty good. I definitely recommend at least giving it a watch or a rental. In fact, I'm pretty sure this is on Netflix now, if I recall correctly. I think I was just looking at Netflix the other day and I saw it. So I would check it out. It's a good movie. But yeah, that's it, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. Thanks. Bye.